Let's clear up all the misconceptions about the RFK Jr. blackmail story. First off, the point is not to take down RFK. I am a huge Bobby supporter and I'm a huge Maha supporter, and the point is to support RFK. In talking about the blackmail angle, we are showing Bobby that we don't care. We don't care about his sexual infidelities. There is no evidence that I have seen that anyone has talked about in any of the circles that it has to do with kids or any of the actual illegal style sexual blackmail. We just want Bobby to save our country. And that's what he's here to do. Blackmail only has power if it's a secret and it stays in the dark and it's used as leverage. So here's a speed run of what I personally think is going on right now. I have spoken to many people involved in the campaign, from the Maha moms from before the campaign, people that have been around Bobby for a decade and more, that have had serious concerns about this kind of stuff for a long time, but have been afraid to speak about it because they don't want to damage Bobby's reputation or the campaign. Many of these people have been pushed out despite great contributions. Many of them have decided to leave because they just couldn't handle this environment that this kind of control seems to be creating. And the most awkward part is that everyone has different theories about who is controlled within Bobby's camp, who is controlling him, who is an op and who is not. And it's all just allegations without smoking guns at this point. Starting to throw mud and allegations at specific individuals around Bobby without any evidence of it, or at least without a smoking gun, is super complicated. That's why blackmail environments are so effective in the political arena. This is a learning experience for all of America about how blackmail works and how it is not simple and it is not black and white, so to speak. Anna Mattson just posted a video today on X that is aligned directly with what I'm talking about. She was inside the campaign, no longer, and she talks about one of the people that she suspects might be in on this and about her concerns from during her time around the campaign. And she is not the only one that has these feelings. They are many. But I'm not going to try to dig into who is bad and who is good. It's I don't know. I'm going to try to dig into the big picture. And this is what I think. My opinion, make your own. Always think for yourself, especially in blackmail environments. Think for yourself. Because Bobby has gotten a lot of great things done for Maha so far. He's going after the GRAS system. He's getting dyes banned from foods. He's doing a lot of great stuff, mostly around food. But what is the elephant in the room here?
Would you recommend that parents get their children vaccinated against HIV?
I recommend that children follow the CDC schedule. And I will support the CDC schedule when I get in there.
The elephant in the room is the COVID vaccine. And also just the vaccines in general, childhood schedule in particular. And that childhood schedule now includes 3 doses of the Pfizer COVID vaccine at 6 months of age. That is unconscionable. And for anyone that's read Bobby's book, this doesn't make any sense. This book is very clear about how Bobby feels about the vaccine and everything. Do you remember during COVID when we were all well aware at the time that kids are not at risk? COVID's not killing kids. They don't need vaccines. And there's lots of evidence that the vaccines are extremely harmful to children and to everyone. The VAERS data clearly shows there's something wrong. More VAERS reported deaths from the COVID vaccine than all other VAERS reported deaths in all of history of VAERS. That blue bar right there is when the COVID vaccines were introduced. This is VAERS data, straight from the CDC. That's not to mention the data about cardiovascular disease in young people, the data about turbo cancers skyrocketing. Who do you think makes money off of treating all of this and all of this for the next forever? This whole situation is feeling very 2008 to me, where the bad guys make a huge problem that's right in front of all of our faces that drastically damages millions of people around the world. And then we elect someone that comes in and their mandate is to fix that problem and to hold those people accountable. Obama was going to hold the bankers accountable. But actually, in the background, Citibank was telling him who to put in his cabinet, and he put a whole bunch of Citibank people into his cabinet, and then they all walked free and took their bonuses with them. And right now, that is what it is feeling like is trying to happen with the COVID stuff. Bobby Kennedy was put here with a mandate to deal with the COVID vaccine accountability, the manufacturers, the money, the bioweapons, all of it. And instead, we have 3 doses of COVID vaccine being given to 6-month-old babies by our own CDC. A CDC that is now led by the second pick that Bobby endorsed, Susan Monarez. The CDC is the one that's technically in charge of deciding the childhood vaccine schedule, although theoretically the HHS director could overrule it. Susan Monarez was formerly the head of ARPA-H, which is like the DARPA of biomedical advanced research and weaponry. And it sounds a lot like the new CIA bioweapons programs, sprinkled in with all the other sciencey stuff. They are partnered directly with Palantir for all their data. They've got funding deals with defense contractors, and they're into programs like developing nano robots that can go into your body and do surgery, and personalized vaccines, i.e. mRNA vaccines. This is all straight from the ARPA-H website. They got their nice little acronyms for programs that in theory are hopefully going to make the world a better place. But I do not feel confident when you read through these, not confident that there are not weird, sketchy programs hidden in here, like bioengineering our cells to give them specialized instructions to do different things to adjust how they fight diseases in our bodies. Like, what could go wrong? Sort of like when we found out through leaked documents that the COVID virus itself was bioengineered in a lab. Not to mention when we also found out that the CIA had worked with Moderna to make the mRNA technology for the vaccines in the first place. This is the Board of Resilience, the company that helped Moderna make those vaccines. They have Pfizer represented. They have In-Q-Tel, the CIA's investment arm, represented. Oh yeah, and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Not to mention direct connections to Palantir. Roseanne Barr recently freaked out on me as though I had never Googled Pfizer before, and here's a snapshot of some of the notes about the COVID vaccine, about the CIA involvement. Believe it or not, I do research on things other than the Jews. I mean, the fact that COVID shots are still being given out at all is criminal. And we all kind of are realizing this. And this recent Joe Rogan episode, Dr. Suzanne Humphries, is a great example of how we are way past realizing that we need to look at all this.
They would take pus from other animals, scratch it into the belly of a cow, then take the pus off of the big pimples that would form on the belly of a cow. The cow could become very sick. And yet
we need to stop what we're doing and think really hard about the vaccine industry's blanket immunity to liability and what kind of science they are cooking up there. And that is Bobby's true mandate. But that is a multi-billion-dollar industry. And the people that just did that to the American people and the people of the world, they're sitting on billions of dollars of profit and potential criminal charges that should put them away in prison for life if they're held accountable. You're telling me you don't think the people that manufactured that bioweapon, manufactured the vaccines, took billions in profit, you don't think that they would do everything possible to target Bobby and stop him from coming after them? So no, there's no smoking gun at this point. And there might never be. They might not release the blackmail. I have been told by multiple people in mainstream media, in the Maha space, that were in the campaign, that are around the administration, that the footage has been shopped around and no one wants to take it. Everyone kind of agrees that it's probably because it was recorded in a two-party state illegally, so it can't really be published in part of a journalism piece. And ultimately, it doesn't matter because the American people don't care, and we want Bobby to know that. We want Bobby to see that we do not care. I know it might be seriously embarrassing. It might cause some serious harm to friendships or relationships in your life, but we don't care as American people. We're here to support you and to manage the Maha mission and to change this country and to have healthier kids and a healthier future for everyone. And everyone should think for themselves and look at the whole state of Maha right now and the CDC situation, the vaccine situation, and think, is it possible that this is a partially controlled space? And if you think that might be possible, then you should just don't worry about it. It's it is what it is. It's politics. We are Maha. We're the American people. And we can Maha. We can change our lives. We can make our lives better. We can fight for this freedom. And we can all support Bobby all along the way. The point of this story is to demystify the blackmail, to make us all aware that this is how American politics works these days, and we all need to think more critically and more carefully in the information space every single day. The Maha movement is bigger than Bobby. It's bigger than anyone. It's everyone together. It's America. And they can't take Bobby down even with blackmail, and they can't stop us no matter what they try. Because we are all together gonna make America healthy again.